Creepy account pretending to be kids.
Came across a reel randomly, and it's led me down this weird rabbit hole of people using AI or dressing up pretending to go to school. They all seem to have high heels, check images in them. Is this an age play thing or something more sinister? Literally anything helps as I keep trying to look for answers. This post was made to the subreddit r/Instagram by the user numerouscut792 on April 15th, 2024. It featured screenshots of 3 bizarre-looking Instagram pages they had encountered earlier that day, with OP expressing concern that something truly disturbing was happening with these users. And those in the thread agreed. What the actual fuck? Found all of them and blocked them all. Truthsticks11 is seriously creepy to me. I've been trying to find more about them but can hardly find anything. Very weird account to say the least. The 3 accounts apparently belong to 3 different children. However, when combing through their posts, the content seems to imply something much more bizarre was afoot. Something truly disturbing. This post would be the start of a story that would eventually be picked up and shared all across the online world, becoming one of the more notorious internet mysteries in recent memory, as these accounts revealed an unending rabbit hole that is still being traversed to this very day, in an ongoing investigation into one of the most depraved oddities ever found on Instagram. This is the emerging story of smartschoolboy09.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nick Crowley presents Smart Schoolboy.
I hope you like these photos. School is good. Really good.
We'll return after these messages.
Before we get too far down this rabbit hole, I want to first thank today's sponsor, AG1. AG1 is a daily foundational...
You gotta get your money, go get your money after it. I get it, you gotta get your money. Truths_sticks_1.
Beautiful boy, an account looked after by me, a degree-educated mother choosing to stay anonymous. This was the bio of the first account pictured in the Reddit post, an account named Truthsticks11, which was said to be operated by a 12-year-old boy and his mother. Back in October of 2021, the duo would make their very first post, kicking things off on a somewhat concerning note, though not for their own page, but instead another account on the platform.
So, that's the account run by a man pretending to be a boy.
The video was created and posted by the mother for the sole purpose...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know these type of videos? These are the type of videos that they will show us in secondary school. To make you like shit yourself, to be like, I'm never gonna have Facebook. Nigga, bitch, who you fucking uses Facebook, nigga? It's 2024, nigga. I'm convinced if you use Facebook in 2024, nigga, you're better off fucking using a megaphone to call niggas. The fuck? Nigga, I know for a fact you don't use FaceTime, nigga. You use Skype. What the fuck is wrong with you? Ain't nobody using this shit.
Of warning others of a specific user who had been posing as a child online, when in actuality he was a grown man who did this in order to get close to and exploit other children across the platform. It's the grim reality of this online world, as predators will do just about anything to get closer to children, and it's a reality often unrealized or even ignored by parents, which makes it almost refreshing that this mother was out here trying to raise awareness. These posts would become the crux of the account early on. They would call out this user and their—
Wait, is that actually the profile picture? Yo, this nigga Yasui is a fucking freak demon. Nigga said come my way. Wait, is this nigga actually... Is that actually the profile picture? On some real shit. Is this actually what we dealing with? A nigga that looks like this? Oh, hell nah, dog.
Their many accounts again and again, eventually going more in depth about what this person would actually do, claiming that they had a strange perversion to dressing up as a young schoolboy. Does he wish he were a young boy in a school classroom, looking nice and being successful at school? Yes. This theme of calling out online predators would remain consistent throughout the years on Truthsticks11. However, after some time, the mother behind the account began to use the page for its initially intended purpose, to share photos of her son. The photos began reasonably normal, and would show this young boy studying at school, accepting awards from their principal, and even school presentations in which their son had attended, with the captions often boasting about how intelligent the young boy was. Though over time, the photos began to grow stranger.
Did the mom slap the shit out of this little kid? Or like, this nigga's lip bruise? Cause why the fuck, this nigga's chopped cheese? Hold on though.
Stranger.
Yo, this nigga is chopped cheese. This didn't look right. What the fuck is this? My nigga, what the fuck are you? The fuck? My nigga. Kilele. What the fuck? Fish sleep so you buy like this and like this. What the fuck?
They looked off, almost as if they were AI generated. And on top of this, they began to appear heavily edited in an almost
What the fuck? What's up, chat? What the fuck? Is that a human being? Yeah, what's up, chat? It's crazy. Wait, yo, is mom finished food downstairs? Oh, yo, chat, one sec, chat, let me go get my food. Yo, alright, let's see, where were we at? I called it. Came back from my frog's funeral. Angola. Man, if you don't get your... Okay, so we start seeing the weird pictures. The fuck?
they began to appear heavily edited in an almost inexplicable manner, with deep red lipstick often being added, which was enunciated by his face being turned.
Project was the father's peanut expired.
Oh, what the fuck is going on? Put on my table, bro.
Pure white. This unsettling trend would continue from here, as with each passing post, the photos grew less authentic and more surreal.
What in the Mandela catalog is this bullshit? What the fuck is this?
Until they became straight up disturbed, even sickening. These bizarre edits spilled over past just the images too, as the posts began to appear as disjointed collages, often showcasing multiple grotesque images and paragraphs about how much this user loved school. And this wasn't the only shift either. At some point, the son behind the account began posting content that allegedly came directly from him, saying things like, "My really cool mom asked me if I'd like to post, and I said, yes please." He even shared supposed videos that he had filmed of himself, which were equally as unconvincing as his photos, and somehow even more chilling. The boy even shows off his singing in one of the clips.
Some ugly big lip motherfucker looks like he got a black slap fucking twice.
Though their voice sounds off. The account was overall anomalous and extremely off-putting. And though this content was visually alarming, another aspect made it even more so concerning, as over time, many of the images began to resemble CP, showcasing these fake AI children in explicit positions, with their faces sometimes even being photoshopped onto scantily dressed adult bodies. One thing is blatantly obvious about the Truth Sticks account: the supposed child behind it is not real. Even in the more passable photos at the very beginning, there's evidence to suggest that these were likely AI as well. And based on the disturbed...
The fuck is that? Niggas got no fucking school. Niggas has flat. Niggas got a flat line. Nigga looks like Cuphead. Why does he look like Cuphead? That's my son. Nigga, you ugly as shit. This your son? If I was your son, I'd be so tight. Cause dad, why the fuck I look like this? Dad, why the fuck you for that white bitch, man? The fuck wrong with you, Pop? I'd be tight if I was you, nigga. I'd be tight, yo.
To borderline illegal content that this page featured, it seemed more than...
You gonna boom me, nigga? Boom this nigga to surgery.
And based on...
Oh shit. I can't die, and this is the last face I see. Fuck no. I'm about to die, and this is the last face I see. Fuck no. Let me just what?
On the disturbed, borderline illegal content that this page featured, it seemed more than likely that whoever was behind this page was not an innocent mother concerned for the welfare of other children, but instead, a predatory individual themselves. And this wasn't their only account. The second page featured on the Reddit post belonged to a user named GirlChloe12 and bore striking similarities to Truth Sticks. The page was also supposedly run by a child and monitored by their parent. Bizarrely, they also posted frequently about the dangers of online predators, with the wording of these posts and the editing being essentially the exact same as Truth Sticks, just not as over the top. These two accounts even frequently interacted with each other, thus providing a substantial link on its own, but by far the most compelling link between these pages
Fuck is that?
is one that is easy to miss at a glance, with that being a blatant obsession
back behind
with
you?
high-heeled mini boots.
Ain't nobody behind me.
These shoes were mentioned or shown in virtually every single post made by these two users. At playtime, I'm sometimes running around with my really cool heeled footwear I wear with my uniform. After coming home from school, education isn't over for the day once the blue blazer, gray jersey, neat tie.
Love King, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know whether the fucking kid came wrong or maybe your sperm or not. This isn't good enough, nigga. Because if your son looks like this, nigga, oh my fucking god, you better get a donor instead to not your wife, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Holy shit, I don't know whether it's the girl or you. Fuck. Someone took this nigga's jeans. And it was either you or the mom. So one of y'all niggas is chopped cheese. Either you're fucking it. Oh my god, nigga. Goddamn.
Shoes were mentioned or shown in virtually every single post made by these two users. At playtime, I'm sometimes running around with my really cool heeled footwear I wear with my uniform. After coming home from school, education isn't over for the day once the blue blazer, gray jersey, neat tie, white shirt, tailored close-fit gray trousers, and black heeled mini boots are in the wardrobe. No matter what they discussed, school uniforms and mini boots were always a talking point, which adds confirmation to something that is already becoming apparent. This is fetish content, not too unlike the bizarre accounts in the pipe.
Okay, what the fuck? Okay, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Okay, what the fuck? Imagine if it was black, nigga would look like a fish. What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
Hypergate rabbit hole. Fetish content centered around children. And what makes the Chloe account so disturbing is that AI was seemingly not used, and rather the images seem to be of actual children. Despite this disturbing distinction, these two accounts are cut from the same cloth, and all signs point to them being created by the same person. A person who, despite their constant warnings of the dangers of adults pretending to be children online, seems to be doing the exact same thing, as part of some sort of fetish, the extent of which we'll discuss later. But for now, one thing was for certain. These pages were not run by children, or their parents. So, who created them? Well, that brings us to our third and final account shown in that initial post.
Okay.
smartschoolboy09 was much the same as the other two accounts. They warned of online predators, obsessed over high-heeled mini boots and school uniforms, and posed as a child despite clearly not being one. But Smart Schoolboy was different in one key aspect. The person behind the account was pretending to be a child, but they were doing so in a much more apparent manner, as they didn't use AI or stolen images of other kids to form their identity, and instead, they used photos of themselves.
Oh, this shit ain't fucking scary, nigga. This shit's funny as hell. Fat piece of shit. Oh man, that shit almost got. I thought I was gonna see some demon. You niggas see that meme where it says, when that nigga's looking at the monitor, the old man, and the black guy's behind, he's like, come here and give me a kiss on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical. Yep, it's that nigga. Hell fucking no.
In the images posted on the account, we see what appears to be a fully grown man, dressed in a schoolboy's uniform.
Oh,
his face is painted
right.
pure white and has bright red lipstick, and he's, of course, wearing high-heeled mini boots, characteristics that were all utilized across the other accounts.
Yo, someone tell this nigga to put his tongue back in his mouth. Nigga's looking like this constipated fucking fish. Yo, someone tell this nigga to put his mouth back in his back. Yo, see, niggas like this will get punched, and when they get punched in their face, they'll just correct. I don't understand. You know when you punch niggas, oh shit, I'm a human again. Yep.
Only this time, it was done on himself, as he poses as a child, pretending to go to school, as well as pretending to go through other life events common for preteens. And the photos aren't even the most disturbing part. as the account consists primarily of videos.
Hell no.
Oh. School.
Hell.
Hey, let me know if you like school as well.
The videos are all incredibly off-putting. Some show him arriving home from school.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. School.
Others show him claiming to be on the bus heading toward school.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I'm on the school bus.
And other videos showing him doing whatever this is. With these strange sounds and the process of sticking his tongue out,
This nigga is still free? This nigga's roaming the streets? I better not catch him like it. Yo, this nigga better not look at me. This nigga find me in the streets. Oh my god, I'm a... Nigga's not in jail. What? Jail is the only safe place for this nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
appearing to be part of his fetish.
Nigga, I almost choked on vegetables. Yo, chat. Gloves from this nigga for 100,000. You niggas doing it? The nigga give you the gloves for 100K. You niggas doing it or not? Gloves from this nigga, 100,000. 100,000 pounds. Are you doing it? You getting the gloves? He's gonna give you the sloppiest gloves. In a dark room, just you and him. 100,000. That's realistic. I'm in his bones for 100,000. Check it out now. 100 pounds. You do it. 100 fucking pounds. You tap 100,000 pounds. Nigga.
As much like the other
That nigga's gonna make you. Yo, that nigga gonna make you bust in 2 seconds. If this nigga's doing this shit, yo, you gonna nut. It'll be done before you know it.
As much like the other accounts, his content is overtly sexual, in its own bizarre way.
Okay.
In fact, there's a video of him with his full outfit on, where he shows himself staring into a mirror as he appears to pleasure himself, right out of view of the camera, as he stares into his own eyes. This account is by far the most sickening part of this whole rabbit hole, and also the most important. Interspersed throughout his page are a few examples of what this individual's voice sounds like.
Get this nigga.
This is quite good.
Which just so happens to be the same voice heard in the very first clip shown on the Truth Sticks account.
Man, pretending to be a boy.
Meaning that this full-grown adult man is the one behind this entire rabbit hole. He's the one on these accounts pretending to be a child and their mother, getting some sort of sick satisfaction from whatever this is. And the worst part is, these activities aren't just kept behind closed doors. As we can see on numerous occasions,
Using that as good material is crazy. I gotta look at this nigga and take him seriously. Niggas got the open mouth switcher. Oh, you finished the job.
these activities aren't just kept behind closed doors. As we can see on
I'm not
numerous
even gonna read what you said.
occasions, videos of him walking around outside in a public space.
So this nigga was outside publicly, and the nigga didn't run up to him and punch him.
With his full outfit and face paint on.
Look at me.
It's truly one of the strangest things that I've ever seen, and making sense of what this all is extremely difficult. But based on the information found from this first Reddit post, a few likely conclusions can be put forward. This man is clearly attracted to the idea of being a kid, and I think OP was correct when they speculated that this was some sort of age play thing, but it's also clearly much more than that too. As based on the images that he's created himself, he clearly has some sort of attraction to other children as well, as he's quite literally created faux CP, the likes of which is so disturbing that I can't even really describe it here either. He's creating fetish content, and he's using the likeness of children, and also some children that are clearly very real people, to do so.
Yo, Bro. Yo, prayers, real quick, to all the kids who've seen themselves on this creepy ass nigga's Instagram. Look, imagine you're in high school, mind your business, and all your friends are like, yo, you're on this page, my nigga, and you see yourself, multiple videos of you, pictures of you on a fucking page. In it, that shit will piss me off. Do you know how many people are gonna laugh at you? Two niggas that look like this. Nigga that looks like this somehow managed to get your face.
I can't even really describe it here either. He's creating fetish content, and he's using the likeness of children, and also some children that are clearly very real people, to do so. That much is obvious. But there was also the possibility that he was pretending to be a kid in order to exploit other children across the internet. At this point though, this was merely speculation, with much of the smartschoolboy09.
Now this is just demonic. This shit right here. This shit right here. Get the fuck out. This shit right here should not be allowed. This shit right here should be banned. This shit right here should be fucking removed from the face of the internet. Some niggas should have internet. Some niggas shouldn't. Unplug this nigga's Wi-Fi, please.
Case remaining a mystery, and the rabbit hole was only getting deeper from here. Months after this.
What are you doing if your rage picked you up under your armpits intentionally and you didn't ask him to do it? Would you feel his biceps? What kind of question is that?
Worlds, the story began to be shared all across the internet, most notably on the r/internet mysteries subreddit, where the case really took off. There, internet sleuths began uncovering just how vast this web of accounts actually was, as it wasn't just these 3 pages. No, there seemed to be over a dozen, and likely even more that we still haven't.
Yo, shut the fuck up. Yo, chat, what's the craziest amount you'd suck dick for? But wait, smart? No.
Each page he.
No. There's something that's
there seemed to be.
Account looked after by mom. I'm a mixed race schoolboy. Niggas
Over a dozen, and likely even more that we still.
Yo, pause, nigga! He's a fucking weirdo. Nigga made fake accounts. Children looking like this. Alright? Let me try to see if I can get this shit right. Every time I look at this nigga, Hey.
Oh.
So anyways, so now we're caught up to speed. Let me go back.
World, where across each page he pretends to be a child, with these accounts typically following each other and frequently interacting, seemingly to make these characters appear as though they have real friends.
I ain't reading all of that, but...
On one of these pages, 12 Stockwell Joanne, he poses as a 14-year-old girl, using more AI images to depict explicit positions of this manufactured child.
Nigga said, I want a pistol body. I feel like you'll appear and suck my meat dry. What are you talking about?
Which I obviously am not going to show here. Though much like his Chloe account, he also shows images of very real young girls. But this isn't the most concerning part of this account, as on numerous occasions he's shown images of children at a playground, which he may have taken himself.
Yo.
This fantasy of being a schoolgirl and taking part in these school-centric activities is something carried over throughout multiple of his accounts, with his most common alias being Stephanie, of which he has numerous different accounts featuring that same name.
Yeah, I'm Stephanie.
This Stephanie character claims to be a 12-year-old aspiring poet, with accounts all across the internet, many of which showcasing examples of her poetry, which carries
The video of him chasing a kid. Let me find out.
on those same distinct sexual undertones. I race to complete my poems when I've got an early start. Heart racing, mixed rhythms, maximizing miracles, rice with rap, and on the map. My Kennington, London.
He's fast as fuck. See, oh my god, there's actually a video of him chasing a kid. Let me find out. It's in the vid. Oh my god.
Syllables. Dancing though, I know my underwear might show if I lean forward. Good. Stephanie Stansfield, 12. But digging even deeper, her poetry has even seemingly been featured in various articles and even newspapers, showcasing that this rabbit hole extends far past just the online world. This act is clearly their obsession, and he's been doing this for years, with the earliest examples that I could find coming from all the way back in 2018. And this Stephanie character seems to be his go-to alias, embodying it in even the literal sense. As in one of his many pages dedicated to this Stephanie character, he dresses as her, wearing a wig and a dress, as he pretends to be a 12-year-old girl. Almost immediately after this case began gaining traction, the true magnitude of this rabbit hole was revealed. Across every single account are countless depraved posts and oddities that all could warrant discussion, but by far the most important discoveries were those that didn't actually occur on his own page, and rather the pages of other actual children. Do you like school? I do.
I ain't gonna lie, it is videos like this is interesting because they're they're formative. Like bro, the white face paint is so fucking weird. But like the reason I get what Bruce is saying. The reason why these videos I actually watch some of them, yeah, is because they give me so much information and they know how to operate. That's how I know, bro. If I get kids, my nigga, they are not gonna. I don't give a fuck. I'ma show them about the internet, my nigga, but they are not getting on fucking Instagram. Fuck no. They can watch YouTube, nigga. They can watch some anime, in fact. But fuck this social media where people have to talk to you. Fuck all of that shit. Fuck, this nigga needs to meet Vitality. Yo, we should see these niggas on EDP Watch. I can't wait for this nigga to get called, bro. That shit would be so amazing. That shit would, let fucking Gideon or Vitality find this thing and make a video with him. That shit's getting 100 million views, bro.
You have some cool shirts, but I have to wear school uniforms to school. It is nice, but casual isn't allowed, and it's quite hot here in the UK, as the month of June suddenly got warmer. These are two examples out of many that show smartschoolboy09 reaching out and attempting to befriend young children online. In one comment, he even warns a child about other comments from bad people, stating that, "It happens to most boys in our age group, but stay safe, stay cool, don't be dismayed by creeps." This is our best evidence that these accounts weren't just made for age play. No, he's actually posing as a child in order to make friends with other children. And given his overtly sexual interests and aversion to CP,
if this nigga's in Bolton, he's cooked. Niggas in Bolton.
It's not hard to gather why he was doing this. And these examples are only what we found so far. It's possible that there are dozens, or who knows, maybe even hundreds of other comments out there, hidden on unknown children's accounts. This is predatory behavior. The man behind Schoolboy09 is a predator. And in case there was still any doubt of whether or not this was a sexual thing, here's what he had to say about being a 13-year-old girl.
I can't still sing class. Being 13 is really sexy. Yeah, Jason, we're gonna tag team the nigga.
But have his tactics actually worked? Well, the frightening thing is, no one knows if he's actually been successful or not, or even what specifically he's looking for. We just know that he's trying to reach kids, as evidenced not only by his comments, but by the fact that he's solely following children on all of these pages. And though it's easy to look at these accounts and know that something is off, for children, it's not that simple, especially when there's pages showcasing photos of actual kids. Which brings up another frightening detail. Many of the images he's used of children have not been traced back to their original creator, and some seem to appear for the very first time online publicly on this man's pages, which might mean that he was sent them privately. There's even one image that David posted on his schoolboy account, which shows another kid that he claimed to be on a playdate with, though it's impossible to say if this is real or not. For now, we just don't know for sure. Though,
like, what motivated this nigga to wake up one morning, Painting his face white, big red lipstick. We just that fucking ugly tongue. Whip it out. Be like, Stan motivated him. Who the fuck is Stan? Krusty with the fuck, you see? Sit and motivate him. These kids, bro. I've got the best moderators in the world.
Certain, smartschoolboy09 needs to be stopped.
Yes. No stop, bro. He needs to be locked up.
Finding this man and reporting him to law enforcement quickly became the top priority for those investigating the case. And luckily, he left several glaring clues behind that made this process a whole lot easier. On numerous occasions across his many pages, he would post images and videos of specific locations, even showing streets and mentioning very particular areas in his poems, all of which centered around the London area, immediately giving us an idea of where he was located. And that wasn't all. I mentioned how the alias of Stephanie was one that he used more so than any other, but what's interesting is that there was another name used just as often across his accounts, brought up time and time again, though it's a name that he never seemed to call any of his characters. Instead, he simply referred to this person as a stepbrother or a father, or even a friend from school, despite never actually picturing him, just mentioning his name. David. And sure enough, after connecting a few dots, it would be revealed that this person's actual name was in fact David. David Alter, with the man being 59 years old.
They found his house. You know, the internet is such a great thing. Thank God for the internet. This nigga, don't ever, yo, ish, chill. No, bro. That's not even funny, bro. No. Nah, nigga, nah. Nah, that one didn't bang. Nah, nigga. We're not gonna compare my little brother to this fucking weirdo. Hell no, fuck no. Look, this thing is 59 years of age. 59. Do you know how old 59 is, bro? 59. Oh, this nigga, look, J7. But look though, this nigga is 59. Do you know how old 59 is? Bro, you got like 10 more years on this earth after that before you cook. Innit? 10 more years and you cooked. I love our dad wasn't the best.
Shine some more light on who this person actually is. As for the time being, the only other information that we really know about David is that he likes to write poetry and he makes music.
Music?
I think I hear a running tram going back in time, not out of time. I think I like a little lemon and lime.
This shit slaps on mute. Yeah. This shit slaps on mute. Yeah.
Appears in a random newspaper, where he's discussing the importance of kids wearing school uniforms. And that's really all we have at the moment. Though there is one very important aspect that we have yet to talk about in relation to this man, with that being David's mental state. Some believe that David is a mentally unwell individual who potentially doesn't know the extent of what they are doing. Now, even if this is the case, his behavior still needs to be stopped, and he needs to be given proper help to assure that no one else gets hurt by his actions. But it is important to note that David is far more intelligent than he lets on, as his personal accounts show us that he is fairly well spoken and articulate, and throughout his problematic.
Why are these villains always so fucking smart? I'm tired of this shit. These fucking villains are fucking smart. Bro.
Of fucking course he isn't. Well, have you taken a look at the guy?
Facts. But why are these villains always so fucking smart? They're always so damn intelligent. They always know so much, bro.
Content, most of his bad grammar and strange verbiage seems to be his attempts at more authentically trying to replicate a child, but it's impossible to know for sure. But what we do know is that David is extremely manipulative, with his response to the situation and other clues littered across his accounts showing us that he seems to know what he's doing, and he knows that it's wrong. Since the exposure of David's accounts, he hasn't silently slithered away like most other predators would. Instead, he's actually responded on more than a few occasions, lashing out to those who have DM'd him, calling them the
You're gonna get caught. Quick testing me. I wonder, are you wanking as you text? Literally evidence.
Perverts and predators.
You're obviously some dirty old fucker texting a kid.
He even left a comment on his Joanne account seemingly directed at himself, writing, You are really sad. And if that's your name, David, be honest with yourself. You're 50, as you said elsewhere. You reply to me, a girl, as if I'm your buddy? No chance ever. This is something David does all the time. It's projection. And it started all the way back at the beginning of this rabbit hole.
So, that's the account run by a man pretending to be a boy.
And he continued posting these predator exposés, along with other warnings about predators on the internet across every page he made, each of which being hyper-specific to his own predatory ways and fetishes. The things he accuses others of are blatant projections of his own dark vices. And I can think of 2 reasons why. Number 1, that this makes his account look safer to other parents and children. It gives the appearance that he's not another internet creep because he's actively calling them out. It's a way to build trust in order to befriend and exploit kids. And number 2, he knows what he's doing is wrong. And this is his bizarre way of self-reporting, probably to make himself feel better about what he's doing. And it's obvious based on just how accurate these claims against others are to him. Does he wish he were a young boy in a school classroom, looking nice and being successful at school? Yes. And these claims are made over and over again, as each time he calls someone out, he's further exposing himself. Which becomes more concerning when you realize that these projections seemingly aren't strictly pedophilic.
Facts.
Within those eerily familiar expose posts he made on Truthsticks11, he mentions how this user not only wanted to exploit children online, but they wanted to kill them as well. As he mentions that this user has a clear interest in cannibalizing kids, and even performing ritualistic sacrifices on them. And based on how accurate all of the other exposures are to himself, I have no reason to believe that this isn't part of his MO as well, as crazy as that may sound. This also seems to coincide with some of the content he's posted that I can't show you, as some of these photos show children edited in contorted positions, including some where he's added what appears to be rope to give the illusion that they're tied up. And what makes this even more disturbing is that on his accounts he's posted numerous photos in the vicinity of schools, on nearby secluded trails, and even some where he discusses what
Imagine you're a kid and you're walking home and this nigga is on the cross to the other side. And you're by yourself, bro. Oh, man.
time school starts and ends, saying that he likes to be awake and ready for it. There's even photos that show other children outside from a distance,
Where's the video where he's chasing
almost as
someone?
if David was stalking them. This is highly concerning. Even if we don't know truly how low this man's perversions get, he is still far too close to children, which is perfectly encapsulated by this photo of him on a school playground during the day. And with his disturbing desires, I don't even want to imagine what he's capable of. Which brings us to the final piece of content that I need to talk about. Chasing another boy running in heeled mini boots. This was the text shown on screen during a short video posted onto one of David's many accounts. And in the video, we see the man pointing the camera at himself, showing his full face of white makeup and red lipstick. This video is edited more egregiously than any others I've seen across his page, with multiple explicit images and huge emojis covering the majority of the screen. Though just barely enough of the footage can be seen that shows David as he turns the camera around, revealing a young boy. Who he then proceeds to chase after, giggling all the while. Whether this was an edited video or a real occurrence, we don't currently know. David's doings are a mystery that will take some time to unravel, and my hope is that law enforcement will be able to follow through and help shed some more light on this individual.
Like, this shit doesn't disturb me, it just gets me angry. Like, this shit just gets me angry, bro. I don't know how to explain, but this shit just gets me angry. Like, I better not see this nigga, bro. I better not see him. I'm not gonna lie, I better not see this nigga ever. Like, I better not, like, bro, I better not see this nigga, bro. God, please, I better not see him, bro. I better not see him. Like, I'll just punch this nigga in the middle of the day. Niggas will look at me like, why? If I see a nigga like, I will punch the nigga, bro. Yo, I better not see this nigga, bro.
and finally put an end to his twisted behavior. But at this point, only one thing is for sure. The story of Smart Schoolboy 9 is far from over.
Yo. This nigga right here is a godsend.